Welcome back, everybody. So it is day number God knows what of our kitchen renovation, and I'm getting pretty used to coming home from work to find some brand new nightmare that I have to deal with at night, and I'm getting kind of tired of it. But at least today we got some good news. Here in my parking space in the garage is the refrigerator we've been waiting on. So we ordered it months ago off some discount site. It's basically a price line for appliances, and we were getting pretty worried that it was never actually going to come in, but looks like it's here, and it just squeaked in just in time because let's see, what is it? Today's Friday, and our cabinets are going in on Tuesday, and the contractor was supposed to finish up the walls today so that I could start painting in time for the cabinets. So don't know if that's actually happened. Cross your fingers. Let's go inside and take a look. So I did not really film all the work that went into getting this wall done, but it is done. And you probably don't want to know how awful it was getting to this point, or the ceiling and all of these holes that we put in for the light fixtures twice. And then the mirror wall that is now ready for paint, hopefully. But it looks like it's pretty close to done, so it's time to start getting painting. So it has been 10.5 months since we first walked into some kitchen design companies with our hand-drawn floor plans and said we wanted to redo our kitchen. And today is a big day because we're finally going to get our kitchen cabinets in. And then maybe we can get these appliances in and I can start parking in the garage once more. It's been such a long time. But we do still have some construction going on. I would have preferred that we had finished construction before the cabinets went in, but that's just not how it worked out. We've got a little bit more work still to do with the construction, just minor. But come with me, let's take a look and I'll show you. Now the first thing you're going to notice when you walk in, obviously, is the flooring. I absolutely love how this turned out. It is a travertine Grigio porcelain tile from Floor & Decor. We used a 1/8 inch warm gray grout, and I think it looks fantastic. They are the longer tiles, so we stepped all down the room. It took quite a while to get it perfect, just like lined up exactly the way we wanted it, and it is a fabulous look. Now, unfortunately, it's going to get covered up by the countertop that's going to go in here, the island, the cabinets, but seeing it in an empty room is fantastic. So we opted to tile all the way to the wall. Now, oftentimes people will tile only to where the cabinets are going to go. That'll save you a few bucks. But we really like the versatility of being able to make changes in the future. So we just went ahead and tiled all the way to the wall. Also kept it very simple. You don't have to do the calculations and measurements to make sure that you tile to the exact right spot. We had our contractor, of course, install the electrical and plumbing connections according to the kitchen designer's plans. I didn't record any of that. It wasn't very interesting. It was very challenging, just not interesting. So with that out of the way, let's take a look at the other walls. Now it is early morning, so you're not going to get to see the colors too vibrantly here in the room, especially without the lighting. But on the back wall, we have an accent wall that's going to match the cabinet colors. Now we had Home Depot just physically, well, we took our cabinet sample to them and they pulled it up in the system and knew exactly what the color was. So we went ahead and matched that. But then we put the bare warm gray on the walls. We used the marquee paint. Mixed results. It's supposed to be a 1-coat product, but we put on the 2 coats and we hate it. Now we did test this paint color. We painted a sample on the wall over there right next to the window, and that was our mistake because with the daylight coming through, it looked like the nice gray color that we wanted all of the time. But not being too familiar with how gray paints work, we didn't take into account all of the undertones. And this particular color has a purple undertone, and when you look at it more in the shadowy areas, it almost looks purple. And that's definitely not what we're going for. We wanted to get a more consistent gray color, so we need to find a new color with different undertones. So we went back to Home Depot and picked up a bunch more paint samples. You can see the big stack over there, and selected a few that we think have more of the yellow undertones. That's going to give it more of a gray, more of a beige, more of a grayish look. So we are going to have to repaint, but we were going to repaint anyway. After we got the coats of paint on the wall, our contractor could really see some of the imperfections and went around and touched up a lot of areas. So I don't feel so bad about having to repaint. And then once that's done, we'll be able to put in our trims, and I think that'll almost get us done. The lighting, of course. We have been using the stand-up lights for lighting while we've been working on this entire project. It did make painting just a little bit difficult, but pretty soon we'll get our light fixtures in. The reason we didn't is we had to do a lot of ceiling patching. And in fact, while they did so, they patched over some of the holes for our new can lights. So we're gonna have to do some more measurements, make sure we get them all in the exact same place. But pretty soon we're gonna have light. And then once that's done, we're gonna paint all the doors, the niche. We're gonna put on the light switches. We're gonna change all those covers that we looked at in I think our first or second video, install some new vent covers, and then I think we're gonna be set. Of course, there will always be lots of things that we're forgetting, but we don't need to think about that right now. All we need to think about is our cabinets, which I believe are just about here. So tell me, what do you think? I love the chandelier. I think it really pops against my dark gray wall in the back, and it has that modern appearance that I absolutely love. It's a little smaller than we thought it was going to be, but really the dimensions in the advertisement were spot on. It's just, you know, the ads always make it look a lot bigger in their photoshopped pictures than it really is, but I don't know, I like it. Unfortunately, I can't show you the pendant lights and what they look like yet, because we have the contractor coming back to fix the ceiling in the kitchen for the third time. A lot of the holes for the lights, the recessed lights that we put in, are a little too big, so they're gonna have to fix that. And then we also have a lot more sheetrocking work to do. There's a little snafu with the measurements on the cabinetry. The kitchen designer assured me, because we put the refrigerator in the corner, that when you open it, it was going to clear the trim that went around the archway of the door, it doesn't. So we're ending up having to take off all the trim, and we're just going to sheetrock the opening without trim. It's not the look I wanted, so I'm very unhappy with that, but I think I might just be getting overly dramatic for nothing. I'm sure it'll look just fine if the sheetrock guy does a good job. We'll see. Based on the ceiling, we're gonna see. So we're waiting on that. In the meantime, let's end this video because I'm not gonna give you a tour of the kitchen just yet. We're gonna get the countertops in a few days. Once the countertop's in, I'll give you a grand tour of the kitchen there. But in the meantime, here in the dining room, we need to decide on chairs. So, we picked out this table earlier, and I showed it to you in our first video. Now we have to decide on the chairs. These were chairs I had on hand, and they are from Design Within Reach, and they were several $100s each. It's crazy how expensive some of that stuff can be. I didn't buy it. I got it secondhand, but I liked them. I think they're beautiful. However, they're showing their age a little bit. But I like the style and I like the way they look with the table. So we have this alternative, which is from the at-home store, and it was only $70 each, but I really like the black legs. The only problem is, it's a plastic chair, which doesn't bother me because a lot of modern furniture is plastic. It's got a nice cushion, which those chairs don't. Love the stark color of the black legs, but I'm just worried that it might look a little bit on the cheap side. On the other hand, it's very bright, and I do like that. It's a lot brighter than these. These are wood, these are plastic. I don't know, tell me, which one do you like better? And then over here, I just wanted to point out too, we picked up a couple of stools from the at-home store. Now, we previously were using these bar stools, and again, these are from Design Within Reach. And I'm not kidding, they retailed for over $1,000 each. I once went to try and replace these Italian leather seats, just the leather alone. To replace that was $900 each. Got a bunch of those, maybe I can sell them to start affording this kitchen. But instead of using this stool, which is a little bit higher, technically it fits, we kind of tried it out, but it's more suited for a bar. It is the world's most uncomfortable stool. Every person who's ever sat in this has commented on it, and that is so embarrassing. It's because these bars on the end dig into your thighs, and it's just awful. So we were very excited to finally get some new stools. These, again, from At Home Store, were only $100 each, so a tenth of the cost. They're actually comfortable to sit in. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's kind of a gray-brown color. It leans a little bit more toward the brown, but it does have gray in it, so it's kind of going with our walls. And I like it. We're going to give it a shot. And for $200, if we don't like it, it's not that big of a loss. So that's going to do it for this video. Again, next time I'm going to show you the cabinets, which actually I'm very excited about. I think it's got a lot of fun, neat features that I can't wait to show you. It's way better than our old kitchen. And I can't wait to see them with the countertop. So stay tuned for that. And then hopefully we'll be a little farther along with some of this construction, get these lights in place, and I'll have something really to show you. So till then, thanks for watching. Stay safe. Take care. See you next time.